The way we get clients online has changed. Ads are expensive, Instagram is crowded, and referrals are unpredictable. But what if I told you there is one client getting system left online that no one really talks about, but one that's quietly producing more $10,000 to $30,000 months than any of the other popular tactics you've heard of? And the people that are using it, not influencers, they're not entertainers. No, these are experts that get paid real good money without needing to go viral. And the best part of all of this is that this system is sitting in plain sight. Most people do not even use it, or the people that are using it, they use it so badly that they convince themselves it doesn't work. By the end of this video, you will understand why this might be the last and best client getting system left online. So let's get started. This is the same system that helped coaches and founders create steady revenue on LinkedIn. For 8-figure founders like William and Joshua to kickstart LinkedIn, and battle tested with hundreds of founders across many industries, even if they've started with tiny audiences or zero posting experiences. Just to be upfront, nothing here is guaranteed. What you're about to see is the exact framework working right now for people just like you. People like Laszlo, who closed 3 high-ticket clients in 30 days, hitting his best month ever. Or Linda, who signed a 7,500 client on her new offer within weeks. And Tobias, who switched to this approach and pulled in over $50,000 in 4 months, all inbound. These aren't outliers. They're experts who were great at what they did, but didn't know how to turn their expertise into consistent clients. I get that story because that was me too. When I started, I had less than 1,000 followers and zero traction. I wasted months trying to figure things out alone, posting randomly, hoping something would stick. Just like you, I wasn't lacking skill, I was lacking a clear method. Once that changed, everything else changed. I grew over 90,000 followers online, thousands of inbound leads per week, and over $2.5 million in client revenue. And the best part? This method doesn't require charisma or being online 24/7. It requires simple execution to position you as the obvious choice in your space. Let's walk through how this works, step by step. Starting with the platform almost everyone misunderstands. LinkedIn. Most founders think LinkedIn works only if you post all day or have some special personality. That's not true. This is why so many people burn out before they ever gain traction on LinkedIn. LinkedIn works when your message lands clearly and consistently with the people you want to help. Not louder, not more often, just clearer. And when you combine a clear message with a consistent content output, that's when people start reaching out to you. That's what real inbound really is. There are 3 stages every founder moves through before hitting predictable revenue. Stage 1, 0 to 5K per month. You're skilled, but barely visible. People who would love working with you, but don't know you exist yet. Stage 2, 5K to 10K per month. You're not noticed, but your revenue swings unpredictably. Some weeks you're slammed, others feel like the desert. And you have no idea what causes either. Stage 3, 10K to 30K plus per month. People come to you because they trust what you stand for. They see your perspective, they see your expertise, they see your consistency. My goal is to move you into the 3rd category without burning out along the way. And we do that by focusing on 3 areas. 1, how you attract attention. 2, how you turn attention into clients. 3, how you support people once they join. Let's begin with attraction, because without eyeballs, nothing works. Attraction starts with figuring out what you want to say. What you say tells people whether they want to follow you or work with you. Most founders share helpful tips, but nothing that positions them as the authority. The content is good, but it doesn't separate them from the crowd. When your message gets sharper, you attract better leads. You stop being just another LinkedIn account. You become the one they remember. And that's what happened with Tobias. He had plenty of ideas, he just didn't know how to write about them. Once we fixed that, His post finally started to land. His post became unique. He finally said the things only he could say. And once he did, inbound leads starting showing up in his inbox. Attraction is not about posting more. It's about saying things your ideal clients actually care about. That's what most founders are missing. Now, let's look at conversion. This is the part that actually brings in revenue. Conversion is not about being salesy. It's about giving people a clear picture of what you do. And when people understand what you, who you help, and how you solve their problem, a decision becomes simple. Your offer plays a major role here. A clear offer is direct, measurable, and easy to grasp. A confusing offer forces people to think too hard, and when buyers think too hard, they disappear. Nicholas added $32,000 in 8 weeks once people finally understood what he did. Some of his best clients followed him silently for 6 months before reaching out. Most of his sales came from lurkers who never liked or commented once. Because his message was clear, prospects showed up already knowing how he could help. His offer made sense instantly, so the decision was simple. He didn't get these results by posting more. He got them by fixing his conversion. First, real buying conversations aren't about closing techniques. It's about how you guide conversations. They're about figuring out what the person needs and showing them the next step. When you remove pressure, people relax. When they relax, they open up. This is why so many of our clients convert without feeling salesy. They're not selling, they're helping someone decide. Now, I've got good news. You don't need complicated funnels. You need simple steps you can repeat that help people move forward. Once these pieces are in place, conversion becomes easy. Now, let's move to the final phase, delivery. This is where your reputation is built. It's also where most founders lose recurring revenue without realizing it. Deliver well and clients send people your way. Your best clients talk about you, they refer people to you, they buy again, and they become proof your service works. Delivering better results doesn't always mean you need to put in more time. It just means that you need a better system behind your delivery. Clear steps, clean communication, and support that helps clients make fast progress. This is why so many of our clients in authority figures implement quickly. The frameworks are simple, the execution is clear, and the results show up fast. Our job isn't to drown people in information, it's to show them the fastest way to get traction. When people make progress fast, their confidence goes up. And when their confidence goes up, their results follow. When delivery works, everything else gets easier. New clients generate new case studies. New case studies create more trust. More trust leads to more conversations, and those conversations create more clients. That's how a business compounds without adding stress. This is the model I will help a handful of founders install this year. LinkedIn becomes your #1 source of opportunity. Clients find you, they reach out to you, conversations feel lighter, conversion becomes easier, and revenue stabilizes. And you finally get the business you've been trying to build for years. Let's talk about how to move forward. If you've seen enough and you want to find out how it looks like working together, click on the button below to go to the next page containing a doc with all the details. On that page, I will walk you through how it looks like working together. And if you like what you've read, you can apply to join the program. See you on the other side and chat soon. Before we continue, I want to show you what this looks like in real life. Frameworks help, but real results show what actually works. Nicholas shows this clearly. When he joined, he had the skills but not the traction. His content was solid, but it didn't move anyone to reach out. His offer was good, but people couldn't really see the value yet. 8 weeks later, he made $32,593 with this approach. He didn't do this by posting nonstop. He did it by communicating clearly. Once his message got clear, His audience shifted from silent followers to buyers, and everything after that got easier. Gabi's story is not a powerful one. She'd been stuck for months, constantly hesitating and second guessing herself. She was putting in the effort, but wasn't turning into clients. After applying the system, she made $15,000 in 4 weeks. Her confidence came back fast. Her content finally had direction, and her audience finally understood the change she helps people create. None of this is random. It happens when you remove friction. When your message is clear, you attract the right people. When the right people show up, the conversations get easier. And when conversations get easier, your revenue becomes more consistent. Most founders think the answer is another strategy, another platform, a different tool, more complexity. What they actually need is a message that makes sense and a pace they can keep up with. Once those two things are in place, everything else gets easier, and buyers start showing up ready to work with you. Let's take a step back. Everything we've covered leads to one goal: building a business that doesn't feel chaotic, a business that doesn't bounce up and down every month, a business where you're not guessing when and where the next client shows up, a business that gives you space to think and actually lead. For a lot of founders, this feels impossible because they have been in survival mode for years. But consistency comes from having a simple structure, not from grinding harder. When you have a steady flow of people coming your way, your sales conversations get better. Your delivery improves because you're not stressed about getting the next client, and your reputation grows on its own. This is what creates real stability, or better said, peace of mind. Stability doesn't come from one big month. It comes from repeatable steps. And those steps don't need to be complicated. The simpler they are, the better they'll work. That's why this system works across so many different businesses. It helps founders show up clearly, talk to the right people, and bring on clients in a way that feels normal. Not forcing, no pressure, just real conversations based on fit. Here's what most founders underestimate: how different things feel once its foundation is in place. Exactly what Julius experienced. When your pipeline steadies, your decisions get better. You stop chasing quick wins and start thinking long term. You make cleaner decisions. You stop comparing yourself to everyone else. You start speaking with more confidence, and potential clients feel the difference instantly. When your message is clear, you show up with more confidence. That's why people inside authority figures get results faster. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to get going. The sooner you start moving, the sooner you will see what's possible. And once you see it work once, you don't go back to guessing. That's what I want for you. A business that finally feels stable. A way of getting clients that you actually enjoy. A way of showing up that actually fits who you are. A revenue that grows without draining you. You deserve that level of control. You've spent long enough dealing with uncertainty. Now it's about building a business that's predictable. And that's what I'm inviting you into today. I'm working closely with a small group of founders in 2026. The goal is simple: make LinkedIn your main source of clients, hit consistent 10K to 30K months, and build a business that runs smoothly month after month. We'll work on your positioning, your content to get inbound, your messaging so you book more calls, your offer to be clear and specific, your sales conversations to convert, and how you deliver results efficiently without burning out. You'll get direct support. In your first month, we'll meet weekly to get you into action fast. After that, you'll have direct one-to-one access so you never get stuck. My priority is to make progress easy for you and to remove the confusion that has been holding you back. If you're still watching, you already know you're capable of more. You've gotten real results for your clients. You've done the hard part. You've built your skills. And it's about making the market see the value you bring. You shouldn't be the world's best kept secret. You should be the person people think of when they need what you do. That's what this program focuses on. No noise, no clutter, just the actions that actually create revenue. If you want 2026 to be the year your business becomes stable, this is your moment. You don't need more time, you need the right guidance and a plan you can actually follow. Here's what happens next. Now that you understand the 3 phases, let me show you what this looks like when everything starts working together. Because the shift is not just about making more money. When founders get clear on their message, everything else gets easier. Their audience understands them right away. Their content starts standing out from the feed, and prospects start paying closer attention. When people finally get what you're saying, you don't need tactics to get them interested. It creates curiosity. It creates trust. It shows them you actually understand their problem. That's why this method works in so many different businesses. It doesn't rely on trends. It works because of basic human psychology. Once your message makes sense, conversations follow naturally, and you stop hoping for growth and start seeing it. I've seen this happen again and again. Julius got his first results in 1 week and then built a consistent flow of leads. Within 3 months, he closed 6 clients using the system. Or William, who signed 3 clients shortly after implementing the system, fully recouping his investment within 8 weeks. And Nicola, who removed 80% of her earlier challenges and turned visibility into revenue. Shortly after, she closed 4 clients. Here's the thing. People don't need more content from you. They just need to understand you. They want someone who can explain their problem in a way that actually makes sense to them. That's the part most founders overlook. When you do that, you attract better clients, better buyers. Buyers who actually value your work. Buyers who make decisions fast. Buyers who see you as the clear choice. And that's what real attraction is. Not more views, but the right people. And once the right people find you, conversion becomes easier. Sales calls feel lighter because you're not trying to convince anyone. You're just helping them make a decision they already want to make. Buyers don't want to pitch. They want to understand how you can help. And when they feel that, the decision becomes easy. Delivery gets easier too because the right clients stay engaged. They take action faster, they communicate better, they get results more consistently, and those results naturally bring more people your way. And that's what turns a stressful business into a stable one. Not viral posts, not fancy funnels, just clear communication and doing the basics well. When you work this way, every part of your business gets easier. Content stops feeling like a chore because you actually know what to say. Sales conversations stop feeling uncertain because the right people show up. Delivery stops feeling heavy because clients are a better match. And your confidence rises because you're not guessing anymore. This is not just about revenue. It's about how it feels to run your business. Most founders don't realize how exhausting unpredictably is until it's gone. When you go from I hope this works to I know what creates results, everything gets lighter. You make cleaner decisions. You stop chasing every tactic that shows up on your feed. You follow a proven plan instead of reacting, and people start seeing you differently. You sound more certain. You write more clearly. You show up calm instead of anxious. Prospects feel that shift right away, and they respond to it. This is why so many founders grow faster once their message finally makes sense. They've always had the skill. They just didn't have a setup that helped them show it. You might be in that spot right now. Great at what you do, but the market doesn't instantly get what you offer. You're getting some wins, but not consistently enough to feel secure. You want stability, but not sure what actually has to change to get it. The good news is nothing is wrong with you. You just haven't learned how to communicate your value clearly yet. You can get your message clear fast with the right approach. You don't have to act like someone else. You don't need to post every day of the week. You don't need to switch niches. You just need to communicate the value you already have. A routine you can stick with week after week. As a simple way to start conversations the right way. When those pieces come together, your business becomes predictable. Predictability gives you breathing room. Breathing room gives you confidence. Confidence gives you better results. And better results build a reputation that makes everything easier. That's the direction we're heading. Not quick wins, real steady growth. And going into 2026, having that level of control matters more than ever. The founders who thrive aren't the loudest. They're the ones who communicate clearly, the ones who explain their value in a way the market trusts, the ones who show up consistently without burning out, and the ones who commit to a direction instead of restarting every few months. Now let's see if this is the right fit for you, where you want to go. If everything you've heard so far feels like what you've been missing, you're not imagining it. Most founders know they're capable of doing more. They just haven't had a system that supports their effort. That's why so many founders deal with inconsistent results for longer than they should. They work hard, but the growth never feels stable because the foundation isn't there yet. When you finally build a foundation that makes sense, the pressure lifts. You stop trying to run everything manually. Your system starts doing part of the work. Instead of reacting to slow weeks, you follow a system that creates consistent results. Instead of updating your profile every month, you speak from a position that gets stronger over time. Instead of hoping clients show up, you understand exactly what brings them in. That understanding changes how you feel running your business. It gives you space to think ahead instead of putting out fires, and the confidence to make better decisions, and the capacity to deliver even better results for clients. This is what I want you to experience in 2026. Not another year of figuring things out. I want you to have a year of stability. The truth, you're closer to that than you think. You already have the skill. You already know how to help people. You already proven you can deliver results. What you're missing isn't the skill. It's a system that helps people actually see your experience, your value, and your offer. A way of explaining your work that builds trust naturally. And an approach to turn attention into real cash in your account. That's what creates predictable income. And it's what finally gives founders what they've wanted for years: control. Exactly what Mark experienced. That's what we will achieve when we work together. If you prefer simple systems over constant guesswork, you're lucky. This approach will feel right for you. Let's talk about what this looks like. If you decide to move forward, here's what happens next. You press the button below this video. That takes you to a page with all the details. You will see what's included, how the support works, and what you can expect when you follow the system. There's also a short application form. It helps me understand your business, your goals, and where things feel stuck right now. I read every application myself, and I only invite founders in if I'm confident we can improve how you bring in clients. If it's a strong fit, we'll reach out with the next steps. If not, I will be honest about that. And you will still walk away knowing what to focus on next. This isn't about filling spots. This is about working with founders who are ready for this. Founders who want a predictable way to get clients. Founders who want to know exactly how to grow instead of guessing. Founders who are ready to build a business they can rely on. Inside the program, we start by tightening how you talk about what you do. Because once people understand what you do, everything else gets easier. Then we set up a weekly content routine you can actually stick to. A routine that builds trust and shows people you know what you're talking about. After that, we tighten the way people start conversations with you. Then we make sure you know exactly how to move these conversations forward. You'll also get my one-on-one support to improve how you deliver results with your clients. The goal is to help you get clients, great results without burning yourself out, and to help you grow in a way that actually fits how you work. The first 30 days are about getting results fast. We'll meet weekly to set things up properly and make sure nothing slows you down. After that, you'll have one-on-one access, so you will never get stuck. Anytime you get stuck or need feedback, you'll get help fast. That support is what keeps founders moving instead of getting stuck. You won't be doing this alone, and you won't be guessing anymore. You'll be following a proven system that has worked for hundreds of founders, not because they were special, but because the system is simple and matches how buyers make decisions. If you've been stuck with inconsistent months, this is your chance to change that. If you've been posting on LinkedIn without seeing clients come in, this is your chance to fix that. If you've been relying on referrals and want something more stable, this is how you build it. And if you're already successful but want more predictability and less pressure, this will feel a lot easier than what you've been doing. Growing your business doesn't have to feel chaotic. Getting clients doesn't have to feel stressful. And your revenue doesn't have to be unpredictable every month. You can build a business that feels stable. A business that fits your life instead of taking all your time. A business where clients respect your time and value your expertise. That's what we've built when we work together. But none of that happens until you take the first step. And for you, that step is simple. Hit the button below and read the page. You don't need to have everything figured out to apply. You just need the desire to grow and the willingness to move forward. Things become clear the moment we begin working together. If something in this video made sense to you, don't ignore that. It usually means you're ready for the next level of your business. Most founders ignore that and stay stuck far longer than they should. You're here because you want stability. You want sustainable growth. You want clients who value what you do. You want the method that works without draining your energy. All of that is possible. And it starts by taking the first step. So here's my invitation. Take a few minutes and read through the next page. Look at the structure. Look at the support. Look at the results other founders have gotten. And if this feels what you've been missing, apply. Make a decision that matches where you want your business to be next year. Not where it's been, not where hesitation keeps you, but where you know it can go. You've already done the hard part. You've built real skills that help people. Now it's time to make sure people actually see that. Because right now, not enough people see what you're actually capable of. And that's not a talent problem. It's a communication problem. That's what we fix together. Once that's fixed, your business will feel completely different. More people show interest, more conversations start, more opportunities show up. Clients show up ready to do the work. Your revenue becomes consistent. And that's what these programs help you build. If any part of this made sense to you, don't ignore it. Change starts with a single step. Press the button below, read the full breakdown, submit your application. I will be in touch if it's a strong fit. This could be the decision that changes things for you. Or it could be a moment you will look back on later thinking, I should have done this. Only you can decide which one it becomes. But if you watch this far, you already know what you want. You're ready for a business that feels stable. And you're ready for a year where growth feels planned, not random. If that's you, take the step. Press the button, read the details, fill out the application. Give yourself the chance to see what's possible when you stop guessing and follow a real plan. I hope this gave you a clear sense of what your business can look like in the months ahead. You don't need to work harder. You need a system that fits how you work. You don't need more tactics. You need something you can stick with. And you don't need to wait any longer. The opportunity is right here. Submit your application. Let's find out whether this is the right step for you. If it is, we'll build something meaningful together. If it's not, you will still walk away knowing exactly what to focus on next. I'll see your application on the other side.